Hi everybody, this is the website boy again with tutorial number 16, and today we're going to be creating the slider, and this is going to be a better slider than the first one. So if you watch the first Bootstrap tutorial, don't worry about it. You're going to learn something new today. You're going to learn how to build a well-structured slider. You're going to be able to include it with PHP, and I'm going to show you a little other functions that I didn't show you in the first one. So this is going to be a pretty cool tutorial. Alright, for those of you that want to do everything like me, I understand you. I want to do everything like me. You can install Sublime Text 2 and the Emmet plugin just to write code a little faster, right? Actually, a lot faster. For those of you that don't have this option of Sublime Text, you can install Notepad++, which is free for Windows, and the Text Wrangler, which is free for Mac users. And for those of you out there that want to download exercise files, and I understand, you can go to my website, thewebsiteboy.com/snippets, and guess what? You can also watch the tutorials at my website. That's cool, right? But anyway, for those of you out there that see this thumbs up, don't forget to click it if you like my videos. I mean, this means the world to me, right? And I appreciate it very much. For those of you out there that want to navigate my course, this is how you do it. You can click the next for the next video and the for the previous videos, right? You can also subscribe to my channel immediately. And every time I upload one of my videos, guess what? You get an email automatically to your email box. That is cool. For those of you out there that like my videos, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys are my world. You make more videos every single day. All right. You wake me up in the morning and you keep me awake at nighttime. Thank you so much. Let's continue with the tutorial. All right. So we are here in the document root. So let's open that up. All right. And let's go and open our editor also. So let me go open my editor right here. Okay, so now what we want to do is put this slider in the index page, and I'll show you right now how that's looking right now. So this is looking pretty blank right now. What we want to do is put a slider right here, and we're gonna use PHP to include the slider, so it's gonna be pretty cool to do. So let's do that right now. All right, first thing that we got to do, another thing that we got to do is actually grab the header from the includes file, a folder, drop it in here, and let's do a save as. All right, because what I want to do is I want to make a slider page, save, and now let's just delete all this, and this is where we're going to be making our slider, right? So then we're going to use PHP to include it. So let's go ahead and start making a slider. Let's first make a div, and remember the exercise files are in the bottom of this video there. If for some reason you get lost and you don't know how to do this, make sure you grab that. Right, so let's make a div with my slider ID and a class of carousel and another class of slide. All right, so now that we got that going, let's also include a data attribute of data ride. Okay, and this attribute is going to help us connect with these are HTML5 data attributes, right? So this helps us connect with JavaScript and other functionalities of the page, right? So the next thing that we need is actually another div, and this one's going to have a class of carousel inner. And if you watch the first tutorials, you are familiar with this, right? And let's also make another div with a class of item, and the first item is going to be active. All right, so let's put an active class on it. All right, let's also make an image. I'll put this together later on, but I just want to make it separate there so that way you can see what I'm doing. So let's put an image here, and what we're going to be using for an image is a placehold dot it. All right, and I want to make this image 1200, really big, by 600. All right, so now I have that. Let's go ahead and make another of this right here, and let's take the active class off. Let's see how that looks right now. So I got that going there. I don't know if it's gonna show the way it is right now. Let's just check it out. So now that I have this going, let's add the slider in the index. The way we do that is we use one of these PHP include functions. So what we're gonna do now is copy this, and below the content I'm gonna add it. So we know that our slider right now file, right, it's inside the includes folder right here, because we did a save as on the header, right? Was it the header? Yeah. All right, so let's call this slider. Let's go and look at it and see how that looks. Refresh. Oh, there we go, we got something going, right? But we don't have anything else going. All right, now if you see this here, we have a little issue here. That's because this slider is actually inside content right here, and the header is not. So either we move this here, refresh here, and we connect it with the slider. You see that? Now everything is aligning properly the way it should. Let me just double check that. All right, so that looks a little on the line there. Let's just make sure. Let's just put everything under content. How about that? Let's do that. Let me see how that looks. Let's just grab these two lines, put it under content. All right, and let's go back here and refresh. I think that looks a little better. All the content is there. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, that looks like it's gonna work better like this. All right, so now that we have that going, let's go ahead and actually let me do something here that you probably never seen before. I'm going to write something, and the way we do that with this placeholder that it is after the numbers here, 1200 by 600. I'm gonna put the ampersand there, the end. It's called also the end text, and then equals, and then just type whatever you want there, slide, and then just put a plus 1. All right, that should do it. And let's do the other one also. Actually, I need to put a something like that there to separate it. Let's grab this whole value inside here and put it in here also. But on this one I'm gonna put slide 2. Right, let's see how that looks. Refresh, and we got slide 1. Let's see. All right, and it's slide 2. Perfect. So we got that going there, right? We can also make it 3 slides if we want. You know, it's just your option. We can also remember that we can also include a caption. All right, by calling carousel caption, a little div here, and then you can put whatever you want in here. You know, I just wanted to show you this. You can put this if you want, and all right, so all right, refresh, and this is the caption right here. You see that? All right, so be aware of that. All right, so now the next thing that we need is actually we need to add the arrows on the left side and the right, right? So we're gonna do that below the inner right here. So let's leave that the way it is, and let's go here and let's just type. Let's do a comment. Controls. All right. This is the way Bootstrap does it. And let's type the links in here. Let me just do that. So I'm gonna have a class of left, another class of carousel, control. All right, and That's about it. And then I'm just gonna target my slider, because that is my slider right here. That's the idea I got. Let's make sure it's the same one. All right, so then I just want to put the row, because there's gonna be a button there. This is HTML5 stuff, so make sure you write this data slide. If you don't write this, it's not gonna work. Data slide previous. All right, and let's just open this up, and here we're gonna put the glyphicons. All right, so let's make a class of glyphicon. All right, and let's make another class of glyphicon. Hopefully I'm spelling this right. Glyphicon chevron. Chevron. And this is going to be chevron left. All right. I think I spelled it right. Glyphicon. All right. Hopefully I did. All right. All right. So, hopefully I did. Let's see. Let me just double check here. Refresh. Oh, there we go. Nice, right? And what we're going to do is we got to copy this one. Copy it in the bottom there. And change this to right. Everything that's left to right, previous to next, and right here to right. And hopefully we get that going. Refresh, and that is working. Nice, right? Make it a little smaller so you can see what's going on. This website is gonna come. It's gonna be awesome. All right. So the next thing that we do, that we need, and the last thing that we need, is gonna be the little dots in the bottom of the right here, indicators. All right, so we are going to comment this and call it indicators. This is awesome. So I mean, don't be lazy, do it with me. All right, so let's open a OL order list, and let's put a couple of LIs in there. Let's put 3, actually 2. We don't need more than 2. And let's actually give it a class right here. Let's give it a class of carousel indicators. And these are all Bootstrap classes, all right? So make sure, don't think that I'm making this up. This is Bootstrap classes. And each of these are going to have a target, all right? A class and attribute. So data, target, and what do we want to target? Do you know? Come on, my slider. Yes, and another one, data slide 2. All right, so data slide 2, and this is going to be the 0 one, because we only have 2 of them, and then it's 0 base. Remember that, right? Because JavaScript. So, and this is going to be the active one, so make sure that you give it a class too of active. Starts with a 0 1 JavaScript, and then we have the active class, just to make sure that. And then we just copy everything out, and make sure you take the active out of there, and the data slide, make sure it's 1. So this should work now. I just bring this down a little bit so it looks nicer. Hopefully I didn't mess up. Refresh, and now we have the little dots here, and it's working good. So look at that, huh? We made a slider. We used PHP to include it, and this is actually one of the best sliders we've made so far. So better than the first Bootstrap tutorial, right, guys? But anyway, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope this helped you out, and show you how to make a slider, very cool slider. Show you how to use the PHP to include it in the front of the page. And I hope you're enjoying the tutorial. I'll see you in the next one. All right, so don't forget to like it, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you so much for your support, guys. And all right, bye, take care.